Hello, this is Mr. Yoshi.
And I'm Zombiecat.
And this is our review of the DC Comics Icons Harley Quinn action figure. And there you can see her in package. It comes with a little gun, some extra hands, and a mallet. And see in the back some of the other people you can get. Superman, Aquaman, Red and Blue Lady, and yeah. I was kind of hesitant to get her when I seen her online because I seen the icons in store, and the thing that bothered me about these figures is they're a little bit shorter than all the other DC figures. It's like a slightly different scale. They're smaller like a little bit. But I seen this at a Comic-Con, and I'm like, the articulation on it just looks really awesome, and that's what ended up making me want to get it. Just a really nice sculpt and paint, and the articulation looks really good, so that's why I got it. So, let's open it up. So there she is, all opened up.
She's ready for fisticuffs.
Go kick your ass with her fist. So punch your ass. But, yeah, I've messed around with her quite a bit already, and I really, really like her articulation. She is so much better articulated than I think any of the Harley Quinn figures that I have already. And that really makes me happy that I bought this. Even though her scale is a little smaller than most other action figures I have. Like, she's almost a little bit smaller than 6 inch. It's almost like she's 5.5 or something. It's kind of small. But the articulation's just so damn good, and I'm like, okay with it. So I guess we'll go over the sculpt and paint and everything. Now, the face, I think they did a good job on the face and everything. I just don't like the face. Like the shape of her jawline and everything just looked weird to me.
And I don't like that mask.
Around her eyes and stuff?
Yeah, I like it when she has like the full eye mask and not the little lines.
Yeah. Like here's on the classic Harley Quinn. Kind of just painted all the way around. But they did a good job for what they were trying to do, I think. Like,
yeah.
They painted it really nice, and it's really,
they even did some good shading on there.
Yeah, they did. Just the shape of her face I'm not completely happy with, but it's still decent. I like the shape that they did on the little, whatever you call these things. I don't know what you call these little...
Flappy doos?
Yeah.
Gesture tendrils?
Yeah. And you got the wrinkles up in there. You can see some texture on the little poofy balls on the ends. And they did a pretty damn good job on the eyes too.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the body, I like...
She's a little bit muscular.
Yeah, I like that.
Like more than she usually is, and I like it. Like, she's still shaped like Harley Quinn, but muscular.
Yeah. She should have a little bit of muscle because she's acrobatic and everything.
Mm-hmm. A little bit gymnasty.
Yeah.
Gymnasty.
The one thing that's really impressive about this is it's hard to keep the feminine shape but also give it lots of articulation. But they did both here. She still looks very feminine in her body shape, but there's still tons of articulation. So that's always impressive when they pull that off.
And a little bit muscular at the same time, which is even more impressive.
Yeah. So that makes me like these Icon series a little more, as it's pretty well done.
I'm pretty impressed with the way that they did her abdomen with the 2 joints, but still made it look nice.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't bother me at all with the articulation. And you can see down on her legs and
Little booties.
Yeah, little booties. They got her cuffs around her wrists. Her fists are nicely sculpted. She comes with alternate hands and stuff, but we'll get to that. And oh yeah, her little collar thing. Very flexible plastic, so I don't think the articulation would be hindered by her anyway, even if it was hard, but just in case it was, it's soft. Now she comes with 3 extra hands, and these are hands to hold weapons, because these 2 are just plain fists that can't hold anything. These hands can hold things. And that would be the gun. It's got the little trigger finger on it. I guess these 2 hands would be for the mallet. And here is the mallet. Got a nice little wood grain sculpt and paint on there. Not super awesome, but it's decent.
Looks pretty good.
Wrapping on the handle. I'm not sure if that was focused. And here's her little gun. Looks like it's got a big cork in it or something. But I'm imagining there's probably some real ammo in there or something. That looks cool. So there she is holding her gun. And switching the hands is super easy. They pop out real nice and smooth. They're not like loose or anything, but they pop out easily and they go in easily. And also she holds her gun really nice.
And the mallet was pretty easy to get in her hand too.
Yep. And I'll switch the hands so it can be put into both hands.
Oh, it's a little heavy by one hand. It's just
I think you can still probably hold it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Really nice tight joints. So there she is holding the mallet in both hands, and it's very easy to get, like with these double jointed elbows, and it's just super easy to get her hands on, both hands on this. Because a lot of figures it's hard to get a two-handed weapon in both hands, but...
Or either hand for some of them.
Yeah. But you got nice double jointed elbows, nice posability of wrists and shoulders and everything. There's no problem. You can get her in multiple poses with this mallet.
And their joints are stiff and she actually holds it that way.
Yep. You could probably even get her like both hands behind her back swinging a thing. I'm going to try that, see if I can do it. Well, I was going to turn off the camera to do it, but it's just so damn easy to get it to work that I can do it without that.
That looks awesome.
Yep. So I love the articulation on this thing. And the posability and the way it holds weapons so well. So... Originally, I thought the icons kind of sucked, but now I'm kind of liking them.
Or at least this one.
Yeah, this one at least. I don't know if I'll get the others just because I don't know if I want Aquaman and Superman and all them, but I like Harley Quinn. I like her looking design. That dick. Now, I mentioned the articulation a bunch, but now we'll actually go over the articulation. Now, it's not super amazing on the head, but it's still could do just about whatever you want. It can look up. Look down. That's kind of limited. I could spin all around. Then up the shoulders. Really nice articulation at the shoulders. Spin there. Double jointed elbows, which really help out with the posing of just about everything you'd want to do with the arms. Spin at the wrist and also bend at the wrist. Then some awesome articulation at the torso. Can also spin. Then at the hips.
Almost a split. Pretty good.
Oh, her leg popped off!
What did you do?
Popped her leg off!
You dick.
Well, I guess if you put it too far forward, her leg will pop off.
Goes right back on. It's okay.
Oh shit, it popped off again! Okay, first flaw of this figure. Her leg pops off. You stick it too far forward. Well, that one doesn't. Okay, I don't know why that one doesn't, but this one does. But now it's not popping off, whatever. But still, pretty good articulation at the hips.
I think that one might be user error.
I think the one, as much articulation as this has, it's kind of surprising they don't have a cut right there. But that's okay. Double jointed knees. And then down at the ankles, it could spin. Can it spin? No, it doesn't spin. Well, the ankle can do the pivot and also that. So, it doesn't have every point of articulation that most figures have. Like, there could be it could spin down here and could also spin up here.
But it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this articulation.
Especially since it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah. It's definitely way more articulated than any of the Harley Quinn figures that I have. And I have a lot. I guess we can do some comparisons to them now.
Yeah, seems like the right time.
Yep.
Woo! Woo! This is the Harley Quinn ghost.
So there you can see how much shorter she is than the regular 7-inch figures. Or 6-inch. It's kind of hard to tell with these size. I would guess they're probably supposed to be 6-inch figures. She's a lot shorter. But this one has very limited articulation. This is the Mad Love Harley. It's like a repaint of the Hush Harley. But
I hate her freaking weird waist and giant Like, it makes her butt look giant, but it's not. It's normal size. It's just her waist is ridiculously weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Just the articulation on this is not very good. The sculpt is kind of nice on the face and everything.
I like her face. I do like the hat thingies better when they stick up. Hers are just kind of flopping.
Yeah.
But I like her face a lot.
Now there's the Icons Harley Quinn next to the original Harley Quinn. That was the very first Harley Quinn ever was from the Batman animated series. And this figure is a little more articulated than the others. Still not as articulated as this one, but it's still pretty decently articulated. It's a little goofy. Like, just because of the animation and the way they drew it, it just got weird proportions. Like, her legs are super skinny.
Little tiny ankles.
And there's nice ankle articulation, but it really looks weird on her feet.
Yeah. And
I don't know what scale this is supposed to be. It's even shorter than her, so I'm guessing this is like 5" maybe. This also could be 5.5. I'm not sure. It's very small.
There's also the fact that her white is not white. It's gray.
Yeah, a little bit. And it's very cartoony because it's from the cartoon.
Well, yeah.
I prefer this a little more realistic looking version. But I really did like her in that cartoon. Yeah. Okay. Next is the Arkham Asylum Harley Quinn.
It's fucking gigantic.
I think she's supposed to be a 7" figure. She's huge compared to her. So that just kind of bothers me. This one's so much smaller. I wish she was up to the scale with this one.
It makes her look like an Amazon woman, though.
No. The articulation isn't terrible on this figure, but it's not really good either. It's a little bit articulated, but it's just not as good as that one. I call this one like super articulated. This one's just mediocre. The sculpting and painting, I say, is better on this one. More detail and everything, more realistic.
I just really don't like that outfit.
I like it, but it's not my... I prefer this outfit for Harley. I prefer the classic outfit.
I like her boots, and I like her corset, and I do not like the skirt or the shirt.
No, it's supposed to look like a nurse or something. I don't like the purple. I'd rather... I don't like when they add purple, replace the black with purple. I don't know why they did that.
Or blue.
Yeah. And here's the Arkham City Harley. I think the suit, the outfit of this is okay. I just really hate the way they did her face and head.
Her face is awful.
Yeah.
She looks like a goth Cabbage Patch Kid.
That's so you can see she's way taller than that one. Than this little one. And here is the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn. They made her look a little more like a cheerleader. But I guess it's supposed to be like a maid costume, but just her face reminds me of a cheerleader or something. And I like this figure, but it's articulated pretty well. I just don't like the way they did her face. It just doesn't remind me of Harley. It reminds me of somebody else. I don't know.
Tara Reid.
Yeah.
That outfit I like slightly better, but I still just... She kind of looks like a Lolita.
And here's roller derby Harley. I really like her mostly because of her roller skates.
I love the roller derby version.
Yeah.
I like this outfit.
The only thing that bothers me about this version is her face is weird. There's just something goofy about her face, like her cheekbones and I don't know.
It's like the way they painted her mouth. It makes her look like she's doing some kind of weird toothy duck face.
Yeah. But overall, I love this figure.
There's one other thing that bothers me about it.
What?
Her shoulder pads that are just like stapled onto her arms, evidently.
Oh, yeah.
They're not attached to anything, they're just floating.
Yeah. I'm not sure how she's pulling that off. This is probably my favorite Harley just because of what it is.
I would say the new one's probably my favorite, and she's my second favorite.
Yeah. I love this one. I wish it was the scale of this one. I just don't like how small this one is. But I do like this one. The articulation, sculpt, everything's pretty much perfect on this one. Other than the face a little bit, maybe, and then the scale. Almost forgot about this figure. This one's even a little bigger. It's almost like an 8" scale Harley. And she has very limited articulation. Like, Her
She
legs don't
barely
move
moves.
at all. Yeah. Her ankles move, her arms and head move. And the paint's a little goofy because her teeth look like they got braces.
I would say though that one's probably my third favorite, just because I fucking love her PJs and
Yeah.
especially her slippers. I want those slippers.
I do like this one too. She's got like little bunny ears on her.
And her Batman underwear sticking out.
Oh yeah, why has she got
Makes
Batman
me so
underwear?
happy.
Alright. So, I think this figure is awesome. Like, it's almost perfect other than the scale and maybe a little bit on her face. It's just so much is awesome about this. The sculpt, the paint, the articulation is really amazing. And the different hands work really nicely with the gun and the mallet. Really freaking awesome Marley figure.
Yeah, I would definitely say this is my new favorite Harley, just because she's so well articulated. I like the classic outfit, and the way that she's built is nice.
I agree with all that.
Because that one figure, I really like the way it looks, but her weird waist is just like, why? Why did they do this?
Yeah, the Hush Harley. Well, this is Mr. Cheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Oh, Mr. J, where are you, Mr. J? Mr. J,
Harley, over here.
Mr. J. You're not Mr. J.
On the contrary, I am Mr. J. Ha ha ha. Now why don't you just give Mr. J a big old sloppy kiss?
No,
Yes, give me a kiss, Harley.
Get away from her.
Who's that? Oh no, not you, Mr. T.
That's right, Mr. J. I pity the fool who picks on a poor little defenseless girl like that.
We'll meet again, Harley. Ha 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 ha.
oh, thanks, Mr. T. Can I call you Mr. T?
Yeah, you can. Bye. Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate.